Okay, so I'm going to try to go through the entirety of this transcript that was sent to me by Jamie Gilmore. Um, it was either on Tuesday the 24th, Wednesday the 25th, or Thursday the 26th of October. So well over a month ago. And this was when Jamie was allegedly still Team BJ, or at least Team Free Dahlia. And when Brinnon was still saying that it was Steph that kicked me out of the server and Brinnon had nothing against me, had nothing to do with me, even though my personal communications with Bryn, which I'm not going to share, even though she's, clipped them and shared like little snippets of them. I'm not going to do that. The only reason why I'm sharing this is because Jamie sent it to me specifically to try to convince Nola Lola and SoFly and Brett Grace and a couple others that we should trust Brinnon and not trust Steph. Okay. So I was trying to keep an open mind up until Nola Lola said, no way. If you let Brinnon in here, we're all out. And it was true. Like everyone left the Bam and Dahlia server as soon as I let Brinnon in. So, like I said, I tried to keep an open mind. But then, in the following days, so many people came out to me with so many things. SoFly definitely started because I guess SoFly and Bryn were sort of vying for Steph's attention. I couldn't care less about any of the three of them, to be honest. I thought SoFly was cool, but she was like always telling me what I could and couldn't post and commenting nasty things on my videos, like, oh, don't feed the trolls, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, as someone with a journalism degree, like you have to focus on the most, the actual underbelly, not the soft white nonsense of Mark Leta, but like the actual underbelly of a story to get to what the truth is. Okay. And I still don't know what the truth is. The only truth I know is that BJ won in court. And it was a relief, but certainly not a surprise to me. And so, I commented on Steph's video today. I'm just going to kind of go back through. It's like 25 pages of dialogue. Some of it doesn't make any sense to me, but it maybe makes sense to some of you who know these people a little bit better. So it starts, Bryn Emerald, yes, and I am super offended that anyone would think I am involved with her or any of those people. That would be Lima. Then Jamie says, why would anyone think that? And Jamie's supposedly just spying for us. Like Jamie, people kind of told me to push Jamie to go do this. I regret that it happened, but if they're besties now, then I guess it worked out. And then Jamie also says, like, I literally spit on my keyboard, almost laughing, but who would think that? Lima is connected with people whose names I cannot pronounce. Well, Jamie apparently has a lot of international contacts. So when she says that, I don't know exactly what she means. Those are the ones I follow. So I guess Jamie was following like a bunch of Serbian accounts to supposedly keep tabs on, Lima for the sake of Dahlia. But I don't know really what Jamie's agenda, if anything, is, except to cause trouble wherever she goes. All right. So then Bryn says, I know that is part of the rumor mill. Jamie says, other ones are not the ones I am tracking. Serbian people I think are behind Dahlia. I don't read much Bam and Dahlia server, but there is a Dahlia thread where I paste stuff, so that is all I read. And that's true. She was definitely pasting a lot in the Dahlia server. But I pasted my own private server mostly. So she had something called Lion. I don't know if she even still has it. All right. And then this is still Jamie. I don't know about the rumor mill you refer to, but I can look if you need, but it's just that server that I have access to. Bam and Dahlia or Lion. Okay. For now, anyway. Okay. And then Bryn says, I only am on the same server as I always have. I am not on Rabbits or Bonnie's or anyone else's. I have a feeling there is another server that I have no clue about. Okay. So Bryn is saying she's only on the Goddess is Rising, which I know is a lie because she's like on many, many Discords, including C-Files, etc. I'm not on Rabbits. That's true. MJ was on Rabbits, but Brinnon, I never saw Brinnon on Rabbits or Bonnie's. That's true. I never invited any of the mods on the Goddesses Rising to my server because it was a place for us to not have to be policed by Bryn and Steph and SoFly and, others that I don't even know who they were. Okay. So, okay, so Rabbits, Bonnie's, anyone else's, I feel a feeling there's another server that I have no clue about. Well, I mean, Jamie does have this lion thing. I'm not sure when she started that. Okay, so I can tell then Jamie says, so I can tell by your lack of response that it's not part of anything you are dealing with, but I have a small access to Rabbit server only because I won't link my YouTube, so I doubt if I will even stay in it. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. Like basically, anytime you go watch a video on Rabbits, somebody's going to gift you a 99-cent membership, and then you get the link to their Discord. Okay, it wasn't nearly as vetted as the Goddess is Rising supposedly is, but now I'm worried about the person that was doing the vetting, aka Stephanie Cobbin, who's not my, yeah, we can leave it at that. So yeah, so I would go into Rabbit server, see people I didn't really vibe with, as Steph would say, vibe. And then I'd leave, and then I'd come back. And every time you leave and come back in Rabbit server, Rabbit is like, welcome, welcome. And it's like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, I should just stay out of it. You know what I mean? I wanted to keep up with anything Rabbit was doing that had to do with BJ, but I really didn't want to have anything to do with all the rest of this Rabbit stuff. It doesn't interest me. None of it interests me. Okay. Because the law angle is the angle that I am most interested in on YouTube. Okay. Specifically mental health law, which is what I was studying for a while in law school. Okay, so all right. So I can tell by your lack of response, it's not part of anything you're dealing with, but I have this small access Rabbit server only because okay. So whenever she's saying Rabbit has all my information, she can destroy me. I don't know what she really means by that, but maybe something in here will point to that. Then Bryn says, today, let me see. It's on Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok. I do not have access. I don't watch TikTok. I don't do TikTok at all. I don't have access. I get shown the screenshots of whatever you want to call it. Then some things go on IG or whatever, and then they private it. Okay, and that's how I've been feeling lately. Like, I'm in a group chat with a few ladies that I met through BJ's chat, right? Some of them were in one of these servers and some of them were not. Some of them are mods for some channels and some of them are not. Some of them have their own actual content on their channels. Some of them do not. And I'm just like bombarded. Every time I look at my phone, I've got like 50 new messages and it's like, oh, look, go look at this over here and go look at that. Blah, blah, blah. That is what is driving me crazy. Leave me alone. Okay. If there's shit posted about me, I'll wait till it comes through my own feed. Okay. I don't want y'all out there telling me who to block and who to this and who to be nice to and who to be mean to and all this kind of stuff. Okay. It is stressful. All right. I'm just giving you exactly what Jamie gave me, which was supposedly proof that we could trust Brinnon and we couldn't trust Steph. Okay. And I didn't really give it a lot of thought at the time because Nola Lola, I like her, but I don't really know her. Sometimes it seems like we know each other a long time just because we're from a similar area and we have similar frame of reference. But just because she likes or dislikes somebody doesn't mean I need to like or dislike that person. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. And just because she offered to mod on my channel last night and I was calling her my other channel and I was calling her my top mod, that was just sort of an inside joke that we had that was relevant to the content we were covering yesterday. Okay. But as of today, I have no mods. I am mod free. You can be posting whatever you want in my chat right now. You can be posting nasty, horrible things. I'm not going to see it because I'm focusing on this document. Okay. So, all right. And then Bryn says, it's on Reddit, Twitter, I don't have access. I see these things up on IG or whatever. And then they private it from the person themselves said, BJ quit following Brinnon because of Reddit. How did I know? Yeah. Char said she posted in Bam and Dahlia server. Hey, like, I'm a free agent. Like, I just want to let you know, BJ is no longer following Brinnon. And Brinnon had posted something about like, she blocked me and she didn't give me a chance to respond, to which I was like, oh, kind of like what Steph did to me, just banned me from her server and then like disappeared without giving me a chance to even answer to anything or know what the accusations were against me. So when BJ blocked Brinnon, I believe it was because Brinnon was posting some really creepy stuff that was inciting Jess and Lima to hassle BJ about it. because Brinnon was presenting herself as representing BJ, which was false. She never represented BJ. Okay. She represented Steph, allegedly, supposedly, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. How did I know? Okay. All right. So now, can I zoom in on this? Let me see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's me. That's me. I can't even read this. That's a problem with these screenshots. As I like to say, screenshots been fired. Squirrely Temple's acting up. Squirrely Brinnon's acting up. So yeah, my eyes are too awful to read this. Oh, there's something about Can't Silence All of Us. Pamela Scamala. We got Reddit to take down a couple of the posts, which was the Kuchar doxing, which I believe was either from Brinnon or Steph, because it had Steph's email on it. It had Brinnon's IG on it. So it sounds like an agreement they made after they kicked me out to try to, like, you know, stir things up. I don't know. I really don't know. BJ unfollowed Brinnon. I only knew that because Char told me. Because Brinnon, I had blocked Brinnon by that point on Instagram. And I was blocked. I was banned from the Goddesses Rising. So there was just a couple people that were still in the Goddesses Rising a few days, like a week or so after I was banned. And one of them was Char, and she seemed like a sweet person. I have my suspicions about her now, but at the time she seemed like a sweet person, and she was trying to tell us so that we would know, like, what to do. All right, as Jamie says, you know what to do. Give to the GoFundMe. And I am proud to give to the GoFundMe. I get paid tomorrow. I'm going to give my $22 a month to the GoFundMe. Okay. If I have a little extra, maybe I'll do a little extra, but I already ordered my We These People hoodie. So supporting in whatever small ways I can. Nobody needs to be carrying this load alone. That BJ has well over 200,000 followers. So if everybody gave $10 a month, I think her lawyers would get paid pretty quickly. If everybody gave $20 a month, her lawyers would get paid even quicker. So yeah, I have no objection to any of the GoFundMes. BJ could have 25 GoFundMes and I would probably donate $1 to each of them. So, because I don't have that much to donate, but I like to contribute in little ways. What was it? I know Mother Teresa is a very controversial figure now. She was not a great person, but oh no, it wasn't Mother Teresa that said this. I think it was like Saint Therese, the little flower. She said, one of them, somebody named Teresa, said, it's not important to do great things, but to do small things with great love. So I make my little donations with great love for the cause that is represented by Ms. Corville. Okay, but right there showed me, oh, BJ unfollowed me because of Reddit. I don't know what was done. Go to Reddit, post down. So I got lucky 2 times and got proof before it got taken down. Doesn't Brinnon almost sound like not someone whose native language is English? I'm just saying, like, just the way she types, it's very choppy. The syntax is extremely unusual. And when she's posting publicly, the syntax is deliberate because she's trying to, like, put little code words in that send subtle threats to the people she's trying to threaten without getting in trouble for it. But in this private message with Jamie, I really don't know what's with this syntax, and Jamie has weird syntax too. They almost seem like bots, but I've had full-blown conversations with each of them. So I know there's something real about them, although there's something real creepy about both of them, in my opinion, allegedly, of course. So 20, let's go to 21. All right, so Jamie says, wow, there were 10 Riolis under the can't whoever with the water scene in profile pic. I have no idea what that means. Maybe someone speaks more of Jamie's language than I do. Those are all Instagram friends, right? I see the comment at the bottom, though, that you weren't talking about. Bryn Emerald, I guess I was pissed because that post was one of the ones on Reddit or Twitter. I was mad because I was saying the snakes are the reason I got unfollowed, which is true. Who they are, don't know. Okay. Well, if you're calling, I don't know, is she calling BJ a snake? Is she calling Steph a snake? Who's she calling a snake? I thought she was calling me a snake, but I don't know. IG post from a screenshot of Reddit. I got tagged. That's the only reason I know. Edited. I probably tagged her. Yeah. But I think I had her blocked. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. If you tag somebody, they blocked you or you've blocked them. I don't know how that works. I really don't. I don't really want to know about it either, because hopefully I'll be off of all those fucking cesspool platforms. I deleted Instagram from my phone. I'm not looking on Twitter no more. Michelle B posted a very interesting, completely different reel from anything I've seen her post before, about something about corruption in British social workers or something. I made a comment. I gave it a thumbs up. I made a comment like, "Oh, this is your best one yet," peace out or whatever. Like, I don't know what that's all about. I mean, I'm never going to trust any of these people again, believe me. So if people are like, "Oh God, Bonnie's going back over to Team Brinnon," no, never, absolutely never. I am Team Bonnie, and that's it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'd rather be a solid team of Bonnie and myself, me, myself, and I. Wasn't that one of Steph's videos or one of Jamie's videos about? I'd really rather just be an island in the stream, like Dolly Parton. I shouldn't have even said that if these creeps are watching. But anyway, yeah. Okay. IG post from a screenshot of Reddit. I got tagged. That's the only reason I knew. Jamie's Animals. I'm actually confused. I'm not on Instagram, and that is Instagram, right? Or Reddit. Bryn. Yes, someone on Instagram shared a Reddit post. I don't know. I'm barely on either of those, so whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm confused, but I do see the part where that mama 22, who is Bonnie, that was one of my handles at the time, mentioned BJ, but have no idea if that is on Instagram or not, because that app has always confused me. That's true. That's where I met Jamie, and she was very confused about Instagram, but I guess she was like a Discord diva at the time. I who knew she was such a multifaceted triple agent. Okay, Bryn. Yes, it was on Instagram. Jamie, but are you able to talk, or is it just what is in screenshot? Because I'm curious as to why. I think that was all on Court Arad's Instagram, if I recall, before Court Arad blocked me and started harassing me. All right, Bryn, I could have. Yes, I was just showing you. Jamie, but yeah, snakes are the reason. I get that now. Like, they just love the word snakes. Snakes, which makes me think Hot Snakes Production Company. Both SoFly and Steph have links to the film production world. Wouldn't be a stretch for someone from Team Hot Snakes to have reached out to them, overtly or covertly, and made them an offer they couldn't refuse. Just saying. Okay. Bryn, on Instagram, yes. On Reddit, no, because that person shared a screenshot of what was on Reddit. Then I got tagged in it, and the reason is as to why BJ unfollowed me. I mean, it's probably me, because Char told me. I mean, like, it's just like it just fucking open your mouth, babe. You got your tongue sticking out there. Open your mouth, go live, and tell us your side of the story. Enough already. Jamie, I would have been able to contain myself. Bryn, like I said, I don't know what to do. Jamie, I don't either, because I don't know about what was on Reddit. Is it still there? Bryn, hold on. Jamie, okay. Bryn, that surprise army. Okay, BJ Corville is scared of Brian Kuchar, the abuser from Atlanta, Georgia, and we need to stop him from hurting her and silencing her. Email High Priestess Poetry to join that surprise army Discord so we can unite in taking down this monster. Love you, Mina. Okay, bye. Now, is that from, which user is that from? Oh, that's from Adorable Army 50. Okay. So that is one of the ones that did not get taken down. And the reason why it didn't get taken down is because they weren't doxing Kuchar in that. Okay. The other posts got taken down because they were literally putting Brian Kuchar's address or something that looked like it could be Brian Kuchar's address. I never actually looked it up to see if it was. Okay. So that's Adorable Army 50. And then it's got Steph's email, and then it's got a comment from Bryn saying something about a swamp tour, I believe, which is why I keep saying swamp tour, because I said they were in New Orleans and they were like threatening a swamp tour. Like, they use these things as threats, as covert threats. Okay. So I still believe that was posted by Steph or someone very close to her, or Bryn or someone very close to her, or someone very close to the two of them, like Jar Jar or Douglas, or any of these freaks that can't seem to understand that if BJ unfollows you, if BJ unfollows someone and you are team BJ, don't keep communicating with whoever she unfollows. If she unfollows someone, it's for a reason. Nobody wants to lose nobody wants to lose audience on YouTube unless the audience is doing dirty tricks like these cabal have been. Okay, Jamie, today at 1:15, let's see, 43. Okay, I gotta pee. Too much information, Jamie. Let me check that first. Bryn, LOL, go pee. God, sounds like that person, sounds like that Queen of Thang that was on my live. I don't even know who these people are. Okay. Yeah, I think I should reread that soon. Ack. Still Jamie. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I took forever. Okay, this is really TMI. This is a lot to process. Like, I'm still reading it over and over. Bryn, take your time. Just letting you know. Oh yeah, take your time. Steph, Jamie, take your time. Bryn, take your time. Bonnie, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Like, oh my God, these people are just so fucking demanding. Oh, and then somebody was saying like Bryn's been calling Steph every day. Well, maybe Steph owes Bryn money. I mean, that's between the two of them. I don't give a shit if you know what I mean. Like, as far as I'm concerned, these two were the head honchos of a ship that sunk. And there's a lot of us that left our buried treasure in there, and that's not okay. It's not okay that they have all that content that I contributed for what was supposed to be something to support BJ and turns out to be something to support Lima. I'm not buying any of it. Not a bit of it. Take your time, just letting you know. Okay, Jamie, I thought there was an Instagram post I missed, but it's not there on her Instagram. The it flopped LOL one. That is what I was confused about too. ADHD moment here, but there's a server on here that is a trivia questions. Do you join servers like that? Like, what is Jamie trying to get at here? She just trying to like be friendly? I think it's kind of cool. It is way off topic when you are dealing with some serious shit, but I am used to facing the shit rather than reading about others facing it. It's different. Maybe that's Jamie being vulnerable. Maybe she likes clear catch up. All right, Brent, example. I am only on Instagram, right? People are showing me things from somewhere else that I personally have zero access to. Jamie, that's a lie, because Brinnon was on Twitter. She had told me she was on Twitter. She had a fake Poshmark account and a fake Twitter account with the same name to try to like get into Lima's closet, like on Poshmark. And that's well documented. Okay. Alex James, something like that. Okay. Jamie, I think that makes more sense to me. I'm right on now. Bryn Emerald, like I can go to Instagram and see that post from Reddit or Twitter, but I cannot personally interact, or if I go to a link, it's gone already. Yeah, because we were getting Reddit to take the posts down. We didn't want them up. You freak show. Jamie, see, I can answer a question you may have. I think a lot of people are confused and on offense and thinking a war is happening, because it was. That surprise army at war with one another, where there is not, but sometimes it does hit when it seems like betrayal. Oh, did it get deleted or made private? Okay, I'm going to scroll up and read all of this from the beginning since there is a lot. Maybe my brain will work after I get to the bottom again. Started from the bottom, now we're here. 65, Bryn, 2:02 p.m. I am not private, Jamie. I am public on IG. I never make myself private. I never booted anyone. I did take comments down after people had left only because of instruction, instruction from Steph. She claims that Steph was instructing her to take certain things down, which I believe, because Steph was a controlling country lass. But here I am, the other person that made the vague video I cannot speak for, and the Pear account, again, was locked by instruction to do so. Okay, so Steph wanted to lock Pear for some reason. After she made me pay $100, get fucking court documents. She doesn't pay for court documents. Queen Steph, High Priestess Steph, pays for nothing. You should be so lucky to be in her server. Fucking cult bitch. Bryn, if I knew things would be better, BJ quit following me. I am all of this shit. I got doxxed. You didn't get doxxed, you fucking cunt. People were harassing and calling the funeral home my brother was at last week. It wasn't me. Maybe it was one of your numerous ex-husbands. I mean, like, she's such a fucking drama queen. Jamie, this part is what could be traced. I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess like people calling the funeral home. Yeah, I used to think everyone was private, and I'm like, wait, your Insta is public, and my eyes got all wide because you shared some scary shit on Lima. No, none of them shared any scary shit on Lima. I mean, what? She has cankles? She's probably pregnant. I mean, or was at the time of that those pictures were taken. That happens in the summertime when to women who are pregnant, like it's especially when they're wearing tight stripper shoes like that. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, 69. There better not be any salty chat in there while I'm not looking. Yes, I am telling you, I am being wrongfully done here. That's Brennan's favorite thing to tell people. She's being hard done by. Poor Brinnon. Poor Brinnon. The left-handed violin. Why did Steph remove Bonnie? All right, that's a direct question from Jamie. I love it. I understand if there is legit reason, but I'm not at all wacky, but I didn't like her poem. Same, girl, same. Bryn, from what I know, because of the transferring information to a server, I didn't transfer any information. It was my fucking information. I bought it. I paid for the court documents. They were mine. They weren't Steph's. They weren't yours. They weren't Jamie's. They weren't anybody's in there. They weren't even BJ's. I mean, I'm happy to share them with BJ. BJ doesn't have enough to look at right now. But no, the only reason I got those is because I believed at the time, wrongfully so, because I believe this was just all a distraction from Team Lima, that this whole pair thing was just meant to sort of limit liability for Aura in all of this, in Amanda Rabb's death. And I ain't buying it for 1 second. Amanda Rabb's blood is on 3 people's hands. Her father, Larry Rabb, Mark Leda, and Lima Jovanovic, period. Oh, and Desert Hope, obviously, that's an entity, but she would have never found her way to Las Vegas from Los Angeles if it weren't for being trafficked by those other 3 people for profit and clicks and views and publicity, and because she was nothing but a guinea pig, as you know, Jamie is so fond of guinea pigs. Okay, I think that may be the only starting point I know of, and because there was people's personal information in there, again, I did not forget the banning. I don't know what that means. Yeah, like personal information. Steph had my personal information. Okay, Steph had all my personal information, and she kicks me out, and then everyone is ganging up on me afterwards. That was fucking traumatizing, you fucking British bitch. Moving on now. Okay. Jamie, in the Bamandalia is what she's saying. In the Bamandalia server or in the thread. Nor forget I did not do. I mean, doesn't this sound like people that are like using a chat bot as opposed to actual conversation? It's just like, it's just pages and pages and pages of this. Jamie's Animals, personal info part. I do know who did it. I believe you. Bryn, from what I understand, again, see, now this actually sounds like the actual Brinnon writing this. From what I understand, again, this is what I am told. Bonnie came back as Bam and Dahlia. And then now something else. I have been so hurt by the real life and what is being done that it's all irrelevant, but my kids were brought up. Kids were brought up? Yeah, by that BJ Gummy Lips account that has nothing to do with me. And some on Reddit and Twitter, BJ Gummy Lips was going for Bryn. And I told her, I was like, Bryn, you might want to ask Reddit to take this shit down because they're trying to find out where you are and stuff about your kids. And I said it to her, and then she sends me these recordings of some man yelling at her about, you know, leaving the house, you know, demanding that she leave the house, which sounded like she was, trying to get trespassed or trying to get arrested or something. I don't know what the fuck was going on with her and this man. I don't even know who the man was. I don't know if it was C-Files. I don't know if it was one of her ex-husbands or if it was some other man. I don't know. I don't know this woman. I don't want to know this woman. Enough. From what I understand, again, this is what I'm told. Bonnie came back. Okay. All right. I am in the middle of a messy divorce. Yeah, you made it a fucking mess, lady. My ex-husband and I, which one? You have so many. And I both have restraining orders against each other. My child, however, will not be brought into this. She was. Okay, well, she never sent me a copy of the restraining order. She just sends me these weird audio clips that are extremely disturbing to listen to. So after all that, I guess when whole links were taken in, some of those documents were people's personal information that were not a part of that server. She's like, she's on crack, literally crack, meth, whatever. She's on something. She's on something that is really making her paranoid and dangerous, in my opinion, allegedly, of course. All right, so Jamie, Bonnie did change her name and picture. True that, and Steph was well aware of that. So it looked like a change, and I do remember that. Okay. Her server has the old picture and name. There was no rule that you can't change your name or your picture. Like, it's just fucked up. So fucked up. It's controlling. Kuntrolling. Controlling bitches and hoes. Brinnon, that was the concern of the banning person, which I guess she means Steph. I mean, like, say what you mean and mean what you say. Quit dancing around this and causing all this shit between people that should not have shit between them. So when things were taken, some hers, yes, some not, and then people were not a part of that server, they felt violated, from my understanding. I felt violated. I have never been private. My door has always been open. A little too open, if you ask me. I didn't want to see inside your bedroom door with your skanky ass carny, and I have nothing to hide. So the fact that this is going on, and it literally feels like cancel me when I have done nothing to anybody, literally at all, it feels very crappy. I wasn't trying to cancel her. She was a fucking cunt to me. Cunt. As soon as I told her that somebody had posted about her on Reddit, she's like tried to make it sound like I was trying to, she's just fucking paranoid, as I guess crack and meth and those kind of stimulants can make you. I've never tried them, but unfortunately, I've been around a lot of people who use them regularly. Okay, yeah, I was in the Bamanda server. It's Bamandalia. At the time, before a thread was attempted to be copied, she only copied the link to the thread. Yeah, I tried to copy, so I didn't have to transfer all the fucking files from the Goddesses Rising over to my server, which I had purchased, Pear Therapeutics lawsuits, okay? To save myself time, I tried to copy a link to a private message between me and Steph and just paste it in my server because Steph was not a member of my server and the message had been initiated by her and I had replied to it with all these PDFs, I couldn't just link it. I had to like physically go and retransfer all these court documents because they had locked it in after I had. Oh, and then I deleted them all from the server because I thought, oh, maybe they didn't want me to post the court documents there. Maybe they have some big surprise coming. And a month and a half later, we still don't know a goddamn thing about Pears, except what I've, been able to look at through the court documents, which if anyone cares, I'm happy to go through those court documents. But honestly, I think it was all just a coordinated campaign of disinformation to distract us from the actual mission of uncovering anything that would help DJ win her case. I think the opposite was true for Jamie, Brinnon, Steph, and anyone who's still talking to any of the three of them, period. And that includes even some people very, very close or allegedly very, very close to the defendant in Leon Jovanovich's lawsuits. Yeah, I was in the, okay, let me see. There was no content and it looked weird, but I copy a picture or link and I accidentally share the server where it originates. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I really don't. I was just figuring Discord out as I went along. I almost really ruined myself by doing that before. She couldn't copy a thread that easily, but maybe people didn't understand, like maybe Steph didn't realize. Okay, so Jamie at this point, even though Jamie was very upset with Steph, was trying to give Steph the benefit of the doubt, as I think we all were. At least I was trying to. I was very irritated that Steph didn't just email me back the same day. Like, that's the thing. Both of these women run and hide as soon as they're confronted with someone who can see through their nonsense. Just saying. Jamie doesn't run and hide. She kind of retaliates with threats and other sorts of communications. All right. I don't know, don't really care. That's why I kept going into now to be in this spot. Not fun. It's all about Brit. It's all about Brit. Doesn't care. Doesn't care about anything. Just about me, and my custody battle, blah, 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 divorce, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? You're a slut. There, I said it. Jamie's Animals, but you really should see my head turn upside down like a chicken or a bird as I listen to Steph describe her server as her table, because she really just has it all wrong, and she makes my inner poet bitch want to come out of hiding in response. I'm just not liking her, and I never was here for her. Same, Jamie, same. Bryn, well, her server was never hers. I created it. I am waiting for a few final clicks, and that will be that. Jamie, now I understand the privacy of others, but no, not her. I guess maybe she means Steph. She did not invite me to her table, and I'm almost wishing she'd keep on so I could find that inner bitch. Yeah, that's right. Stephanie did not invite Jamie to her table. I invited Jamie to Steph's table. Jamie then invited her mother to Steph's table. Steph welcomed me, Jamie, and Foxy to Steph's table. And then when I was doxxed on Lima's post, and that's on me. That's on me, because BJ has said all along, do not post love, do not post hate on these people's pages, because it all comes back to her. Well, I felt like I had some things I needed to say directly to Lima. And so I posted on her page, and I guess it must have shown up with my legal government name that I didn't realize at the time. So then I asked Steph, I left the server and I asked Steph to reapply under the Bam and Dahlia account, because that was the account I had created specifically when BJ said we were, needing to tie these 3 cases together and get the word out. When she was silenced, which thank God she no longer is. But still, we all lost invaluable time that could have been used to free Bam, get justice for Amanda Rabb, and to let Dahlia speak. Okay, I created a... Okay, so 93, let's see. 94. Bryn, I am fighting just to survive. Oh my God, the violin again. I have had the worst of the worst happen. Oh, it's never as no one in the world has ever had bigger problems than Brinnon Emerald. I can't even afford to pay my Spectrum bill. Boo hoo 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 hoo. What's the Spectrum bill? Is it a drug center or is that cable? I mean, I know companies by both names. One is a drug, like a MAT for opioid use disorder, and then Spectrum, I think, is also a cable company. Who knows? I lost my brother last week, my mother 3 months ago. When she says I lost, does that mean they died, or does that just mean she lost them? She's very cryptic in her wording. I got literally robbed. Literally? What? At gunpoint when you're going to buy drugs or something? That happens to my family members all the time when they go to buy drugs. I mean, my sister was orally RAPED at gunpoint when she was a teenager going to buy weed in the French Quarter. My brother was shot outside the Rendon Inn in New Orleans. Drug deal gone bad. I mean, it happens. It's what happens with, as Lima and Mark call it, that lifestyle, which I never partook in. Thank God. Okay, and she took her break, and she will be somewhere just not in the server anymore. Helped all I could, gave all I could to be now in the middle of this smear campaign, and can't afford to even get a pumpkin to carve with my other daughter. Wow, 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 wow. Which other daughter? How many daughters do you have? You doxed yourself, bitch. It's okay. It's not right. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. God, we used to dance like crazy to that song at the Kinvara in Alston with Trixie Thang and Gigi Devine. Okay, it's not right, but things will be okay. James Samuels. This part is what could be traced. I don't know if there was a screenshot that I'm not seeing or whatever. Well, tracing would be most helpful. Of course, the ones that called the funeral home are in a very public obituary were not from numbers that could be traced. Who cares? People, if someone dies, a lot of people call a funeral home to see if, what time the service is and all that kind of stuff. I mean, girl, like, you're fucking paranoid. Like, Delulu paranoid. Nobody cares about you, girl. Nobody. Except maybe the Child Protective Services in your state. All right, I have gotten 12 notifications from classmates.com, people looking into me. Who the fuck? Nobody's looking into you, you fucking cunt. Like, what the fuck? I can show that. The message Bonnie did say in the chat did kind of make me feel some sort of way because, well, you can read it. You were in there. Girl, I wasn't trying to make you feel no kind of way except protect yourself. Like, that's all I was saying, girl. It's not for me to protect you. Go protect yourself. All right? The last thing she said, it made me feel like, I don't know. You tell me what you think. Jamie, you mean I can read it on Instagram? Bryn, yeah, you were in there. I guess I had a group chat with them on Instagram. I don't know. 98. Jamie, that is odd. It is odd. Bryn, no, go to the char with Bonnie, you and I. I think she means chat, but it's confusing because we were talking about this girl that goes by Char. All you need is love and weed. Char a lot. She had many different accounts. I invited her to the Sinclair Method Discord, and then all of a sudden people are coming at me about the Sinclair Method. I don't know. Char. She's in a completely different country that it would be very hard to prosecute her for anything. So maybe she was like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll stir some shit up. But who cares? What do you want me to do? Who do you want me to bother? Who do you want me to harass? I mean, as far as I remember, she was some young girl studying early childhood education or something. I remember. Okay. Go to the chat with Bonnie, you and I. Chat. Okay. Jamie, well, I can tell you one positive is that I don't get notified of that. I have no messages or notification at all. I think you are IG genius more than you think. I miss 90% of what is there because maybe lack of interest. Yeah, same, Jamie, same. Perhaps there are links that would scare the shit out of me if I click them. I know enough about Discord to be private, kinda, but I never participate in something if I cannot learn to hide first. Criminal minds. Never participate in something if I can't learn to hide first. What do you have to hide, girl? What do you have to hide? Bryn, no, it's in Discord. Dun, dun, dun. Well, as you can see on IG, I am public. Jamie, so Instagram is just not a site I respect. They have no care for people who are harassed. They don't give a shit. That's true. Fuck Zuck. Fuck the Zuck. And I don't respect the maker of Instagram as a result. Preach, Jamie, preach. Oh, in Discord? Bryn. I agree. I have nothing to hide. Whoever it is, they set me up. God, paranoia, big destroyer. And there's a rat under my bed. And there's a little yellow man in my head. And it's up inside of me. Oh my God. Okay. No, I mean, I like to hide. And that is why Instagram is not my spot for being real. Oh, Lordy. Sometimes it is worth a risk if it's for Dahlia or something. Which Dahlia? Dahlia Takali or Dahlia, your dead dog that we have to look at all the time? Bryn. Okay, 251. This has been going on for so long. It's going to just keep going on for pages and pages. I forget how many pages this is, but it's like at least 20-something pages. Okay. Oh, so she cuts off the part where she's threatening to go to BJ, Steph, and Rabbit about me. And then she's very strategic in what she shows and what she doesn't show. But I do have the original of this. And it's I have no obligation to, as Brinnon would say, I owe you nothing. I have no obligation to show anybody that, but I think I've already shown it to Rabbit and BJ the day she sent it to me. Cause I was like, look, I don't know who this woman is, but y'all, I support you both. I financially support you both. I super chat to you both. I have paid memberships with both of your channels, Rabbit and BJ. I don't know who this woman is, but she's trying to slam me to you, and that's not okay. I don't play that way. And, you know, that was probably not long before Brinnon was unfollowed by those content creators. I mean, I'm not saying correlation is not causation, but it's a little more than a coincidence, I would say. Okay. I said, you know who I am. So does BJ. So does Lima. Because I didn't even think Rabbit really knew who I was at that point, because I had only been following her very recently. No grievances. Peace out. Okay, but this was right after MJ had been elevated to mod in The Goddesses Rising. And then that's when all the shit started. That's when I think it was like MJ and Michelle that were like feeding information to Bryn and Steph that were trying to say that I and Nola Lola were bad. And yeah, or at least I was bad. Maybe they weren't trying to slam Nola Lola yet at that point. I don't know. She would have to speak for herself. Only she knows her private emails that may or may not have been shared with other people. I just know what I communicated with Bryn, which was very, very little. And with Michelle was also very, very little. And with MJ was even less. But every little thing, they screenshot these little corner things and they like piece together this propaganda just to make it look like I was not Team BJ. And I don't think there's anything more I can possibly do to prove that I am Team BJ. All right. That post would bother me, though, if I saw it in Instagram. You are in this message. This was offensive. Oh, yeah. So I guess I didn't realize Jamie was still in that chat. It had originally been a chat where I was introducing Jamie to Bryn to try to get her into the Discord because Steph wasn't answering emails or whatever. But I think Jamie had left it maybe and then returned or something. I don't know. I don't understand how Discord works. I really don't. I want to look in who owns Discord, who founded Discord, who's behind it. Is it Serbian bots by any chance? Oh, don't know. Okay, Bryn, you are in this message too. This was offensive. It was offensive that when you said to me, I don't know, but Steph was upset, and I'm going to let Rabbit and BJ and Steph know of your grievances. She's just so fucking manipulative. Bonnie said this on Discord. It's you, me, her. Jamie, it shows just Bonnie at the top though. True that, Jamie. Bryn, I know the post is still open. You can go there. Jamie, just like this DM, and all I see is your username at top. Bryn. Add members, copy invite leak. JB's Animals. Hey, Bonnie. Hi. Should Jamie email Steph or Bryn add to TSA? Bryn says, I got you. And then the next message I sent to her was in this chat on October. I can't see if that's 16th or 18th, but it was a day or two or three after I had been banned. I had reached out to Steph. Steph had not responded. Steph had put out a nasty poem implicating me, which I did not appreciate and do not appreciate, and think it is reprehensible that 6 weeks later, she's still just acting like a fucking high as a kite nonsense, batshit dumb broad. All right. Okay, so this is still Jamie. See, this one is the same. Jamie. It's a DM group, you, me, Bonnie. I remember that, but swipe to the side to see users. I'm in it. Am I in it? Bryn, when you unfriended me, but now you can open it. Maybe Jamie unfriended you for a reason, girl. Jamie, let me see. Bryn, okay. All right, Discord invite, that real army, that was me. So because my server was called Bam and Dahlia, I wanted to have a different username, even though my original username was Bam and Dahlia before I had a server name Bam and Dahlia. I wanted to make clear that there was a difference between Bonnie, the person, the human being, and Bam and Dahlia, which was a server for everyone who supports Bam, Amanda, and Dahlia. Okay? See, you are joined already, but click the link. It will take you there. I never blocked Bonnie. I never blocked or unfriended anyone. Yeah, because you wanted to continue to stir shit. And the only way you could do it is by continuing to lure me into traps. You fucking rat bastard. All right. Oh, I understand. I think I blocked everyone just because Steph in her poem was so arrogant. I get it, but at least you can see I am not private. I never blocked anyone, nor did I do anything to hurt people. Oh, oof. Jamie, I am more the type to lay low in my own table, and she is all out there claiming I joined a seat at her table. I think she's talking about Steph, seated at her table, and she thinks others never had a table of their own before sharing. Oh man, it was easier to just start all over. Preach, Jamie, preach. See, on this day, Jamie was like taking one for the team, I thought, but then she switched teams, and that's not cool, Jamie. It's not cool. Bryn, yep. Oh, that's whenever she says yep, I just ugh. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, I am still taking the shit for all that is. Oh, poor Brinnon, the weight of the world on poor Brinnon, and then the other weight of the other world on poor Steph, and then blame Bonnie, blame Bonnie, blame Bonnie, blame Bonnie, blame Bonnie. Fuck y'all. I am not your scapegoat. I am not your fucking patsy. I am not taking the shit for your fucking shenanigans. Shenanigans is way too nice a word. Shenanigans. Is there still a bar in South Boston called Shenanigans? Comment in the chat if you know. All right. Yep. I was thinking, okay. Jamie, but sometimes people feed off of it if you get triggered, you know. I think Bonnie was thrown off by Steph too, but does not fully see it as that. Yeah, because I just still really thought it was a misunderstanding. I didn't realize Steph was a cunt. I didn't realize that at this time. No, I did not. I didn't realize Steph was a self-serving cunt until much, much later. In fact, like the last few days is when I realized, or like the last week or so. Okay. But sometimes people feed off of it if you get triggered, you know? This is still Jamie. Okay. All right. But does not fully see it as that. Okay. So everybody is thrown off when it's really not so bad, except that Steph runs the table. True. You can create a server without the crown, but you cannot do much when somebody else has that crown. Very true. Steph owns it, so unfortunately, deleting her is impossible. This is where Jamie shows she's highly intelligent. And if she's not highly impressionable, then she is deliberately playing many sides and creating deliberate conflict to perhaps draw attention to herself and away from these other narcissists like Stephanie and Brinnon. I don't know. Bryn, correct. I have been waiting almost 48 hours for the transfer of ownership. Ooh, did you set a deadline? Did you say countdown, save the date? Did you put Stephanie's home on a fucking reel that I didn't see? I mean, like, what did you do to threaten her? If anything, or was it just like all the fucking part of the ruse, you know? Jamie, therefore it is a mess. Bryn, she said she was transferring, so ... waiting and wait. Jamie's, then it will be somebody else's server when you can take that crown off her arrogant head. 147, Bryn Emerald. It will be mine. Oh, Bryn, it will be mine. Mine. Jamie, yup. Your table after that. LOL. Bryn, I suppose I don't run tables like that. Or let me do a text a second. I suppose I don't run tables like that. Brinnon, Layton, 522.85. Your Suboxone is ready at the pharmacy. All right. I think that's all I've got. I doubt anyone was watching.